Hello, good morning.
Hi, Dr. Jody.
So Thalia, thank you so much for agreeing to be in this video and share your story with all of our viewers. We selected you because we feel that you represent a vast majority of the United States population in terms of your story. Do you want to maybe give the viewers a summary of what you recently experienced?
Okay, well, in January, I was having a birthday and decided it was time to lose weight and get healthy. I'm diabetic, and I wanted to get my numbers down, get off my medicine. I'm only on one medicine, metformin, but it's been 20 years, so I wanted to get off of it.
A lot of people are on metformin.
Yes, yes. And I was doing research about metformin and realized how really bad it is for you. And I don't want to depend on that medicine to get my numbers down.
Exactly.
So I went for a physical, and my A1C was crazy high for me. It's always been 6, 7, and it was close to 9.
Yeah.
So that scared me because it does great damage when it's in that range.
Right.
So then I attended a seminar for a group that is local to my area in South Carolina. And what they advertise is that they have an 85% success rate in getting people off their diabetes medicines and reversing their diabetes. So of course I was greatly interested.
Right.
And went and met with the coordinator of the program. It was very, very expensive. So I had to finance it for 18 months.
Wow.
It was almost $8,800.
Okay.
For a 26-week program, 6 months of seeing a doctor, hair testing, blood testing, allergy testing, and food sensitivity testing, like a lot of testing. Okay. And I know how expensive that is. I knew that my insurance wasn't going to cover it. Yeah. So we just decided to do it. Just bite the bullet and do it.
I just, quickly, you hadn't mentioned this to me before, but I didn't realize you had to finance it.
Yeah.
Because
well,
that is
$8,000, $9,000.
That's a lot of trust. That's a huge commitment. And then a whole bunch of supplements was part of, was that an additional cost or is that included?
No, they tell you that all the supplements are included, all the tests are included, all the doctor visits are included. Anything that you need from that point on is included.
Got it. Okay. Okay, good.
So,
well, that's...
I mean, I broke down the numbers and I felt like that was pretty...
Right. And you did break down the numbers.
But yes,
you did
your
your homework.
I didn't just jump in. I did. I knew the product, the name of the product. I looked it up online. I looked for pricing of the products. And I did the math. You know, if I need these products twice a month for 6 months, it's going to be so much money. If we did hair testing on my own, it would be $450. If I did all this blood work myself, which I have before, I've literally just walked into a lab and said, okay, I want to know what my lipids are. I want to know what my A1C is for the last 6 months. Right. So I know it's expensive.
Right. And what, so you did it for how many months before you came to see me?
I started in January and I saw you now in April.
Okay. You saw me at the end of April. And what were the results in that period of time? She's laughing.
Honestly, I've lost, on that program, in the first month on that program, I only lost 2 pounds, which really brought me to tears because I was following it to the letter of the law. I was taking all these supplements and I don't like taking pills. Yeah. I was exercising, which is fine. I love exercising and walking.
And you walk a lot. You get your 10,000 steps in a day and then some.
And then some.
Religiously.
I can do 14,000, 15,000 steps.
See, that's impressive. Because That's probably over 6 miles that you're doing a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I travel a lot, but I travel to big cities. So when I go to New York City or I've come here, I'm doing like 7, 8, 10 miles in a day because I just set out and keep going. So yeah, walking is nothing for me. I really enjoy it. I drink tons of water. I do everything I know. I eat very clean. I eat very organic. I don't eat meat. I don't eat beef or pork or anything like that.
Right.
Pork is bad to say for Hawaiians, right?
No, we're good with pork.
No, I mean, I don't eat it.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't understand why I wasn't losing weight. And then the doctor really upset me because he did not just imply, he said I needed to stop eating fast food and watch my food portions and to cut out sugar and bread and flour. And
he made an assumption.
He did, and that's stuff I haven't touched in years.
Right.
Years. So not being able to lose weight on their protocol, there was something wrong.
And your A1C, what happened with that from January to when you saw me very strictly following their protocol?
Well, when I saw them, it was 8.7. And then when I saw them before I left, it had come down to about 8.5. But when I saw you, it was 8.0.
Yeah, so it really has not moved much.
No, not much.
Yeah.
So not for 4 months of strict eating and exercising and dieting and supplements.
And I mean, we treat diabetes patients here, and with their consent, I love to post about their results because, you know, my most recent one, his A1C came down 2 whole points in 28 days.
That's what I expected for 3 months.
Right.
Bring me down a point or 2, but not 0.7.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
So when you met with me, can you maybe point out a couple things that you liked that maybe was different than other things you've tried and other places you've gone to?
I really like that you know what you're talking about as far as keto and the protocol and what to eat. Your book was so easy to read.
It was, right?
It was.
Good. That was the whole point.
4 keto books that are like this big.
Right.
And I get,
mine is skinny on purpose.
Yeah, I can't get through them.
Right.
I just get tired of reading and I flip over to the recipes.
I don't get heavy into the science. It's here's what you need to know. This is where it came from, and this is what you do.
Yeah.
Right.
You kept it very simple.
Right.
The other thing I really liked, and this was key for me because I've researched carb apps and I've downloaded 7, and not one of them ever agrees with the other.
Yes.
As far as like my weight
correct.
and my measurements and everything.
I've seen that too.
You recommended the Carb Manager, which is my favorite one, which was also recommended by this group. So I felt like, okay, we're finally getting a match here.
Yeah.
But you changed my settings.
I did.
Whereas their settings, everything was so high.
Well, their settings were not even keto.
No.
They actually weren't even close to keto.
No.
And so we tweaked yours.
Yes.
And what happened?
I lost 4 pounds in 4 days.
Just by that.
Just by that.
Did you gain any clarity coming here on what to eat and how you should eat?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I did not know that all your list of sugars, hidden sugars.
Right.
I didn't know all that.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of reading and research and stuff. I just didn't know there were so many other names for sugar.
Yeah.
And then I found it in some of my products at home.
Ooh,
which made a lot of sense.
Yes.
Why my blood sugars were still so high.
Yes. All these hidden sugars in our food,
Yes.
especially for someone with diabetes, can absolutely make the difference between their success or their lack of progress, right?
Exactly.
Was the list of healthy fats helpful?
Very.
Okay, good.
And yes. And so the good thing is I had most of them at home.
Yep.
Of course, I'm not home. I'm at my son's house.
Right.
But I came here and bought pretty much everything I knew I needed for a month and a half.
Right.
So I was able to go home and check, and it's like, okay, I've got all this stuff. The only thing I didn't have was avocado oil.
Right.
So I bought that.
Okay, good.
And I didn't have ghee. So because ghee is expensive, so I didn't feel like I needed to invest in it here, but I did. I went out and bought it.
Okay. And you know, ghee is high in something called vitamin K2, which is actually very good for your health. Oh, so if you, I know you like to research, so I'll let you do that. Vitamin K2, you should look that up. Okay. That's one of the best things about using ghee.
Great. Yeah, I like the flavor of it.
Oh, I know. And the smell.
Yeah. Oh, because it smells like butter.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I realized that when you tweaked everything, I was eating way too much protein, and I was eating way too many carbs. And carbs for me are just vegetables, but I had to cut back drastically, like by half.
Yep.
Because they had me on 50 carbs, so I was eating tons of vegetables, which would be good, except 50 carbs is a lot of carbs.
Right, and even though it's veggie carbs, it still turns into sugar in your body, which is what we don't realize, and that's why I'm so strict about using the app, especially in the first 30 days. That is what will make or break people.
Well, it's obviously made a difference.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Good.
And I cut back on my proteins. I was eating a lot of meat, chicken and fish, but a lot.
Yeah.
So I was keeping myself pretty full on chicken and fish and vegetables, but obviously twice as much as what, even though I was weighing it, like half a cup, 4 ounces of meat.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. You're really diligent about every aspect of your diet plan. And so I can't even imagine the frustration you felt. Really? I mean, your needle was just not moving.
No.
How do you, I mean, it's been not even a full week since we met.
Since Friday.
Do you feel different? I just want to check in. How's your energy level? I just want to make sure you're not feeling worse.
No, that's hard to say because everybody says I'm like an Energizer bunny. I just have tons
of
energy.
Are. You definitely glow. I told you that. You have a great tan. I saw that walking you're doing in Hawaii.
Yeah, no, I generally have a lot of energy unless I'm going to get sick, which is really rare.
Yeah.
I rarely get sick.
Yeah.
And I eat really good all the time, so I do have a lot of energy. So I think I just feel lighter. I've lost 4 pounds. I feel lighter.
Good. Did you have any reservations before coming in?
I did. In fact, I didn't sleep the whole night before because I've just lost so much money on a program that I believed in and has not been working for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sure how I'm going to handle that when I get back home.
Right.
But I was not sure. I was like, boy, I'm going to spend another, you know, not a lot, but another little bit of money.
Right.
And what if it's another waste?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was the best
Good.
I've spent yet on weight loss.
Good, thank you.
So, and my health, like you were able to answer my questions and you were able to tweak my app, and that book was great, a great read. I made the little fat bombs, which the kids ate on me.
Hide them. Label it.
With
death threats.
I'm a sucker mom. I share everything. I was
Eat
a sucker.
at your own risk.
Yeah. So that's been fun just to be able to have all that easy at hand.
Okay,
and
good.
a clearer understanding. But you know what the most important thing to me has been?
What?
Talking to someone about it.
Yeah.
Because you can read the books and you can get on Instagram and text anybody, all of these people that are out there doing coaching now.
Right.
But you know, I needed that one-to-one. I needed face-to-face, answer my questions.
Yes.
Is this right? Are these products good? Am I doing this wrong?
Yes.
Look at my app.
Yes.
And that's what it took for me. It was worth it.
Good. I'm glad. Everyone's different. And, you know, I say this quite a bit is you can try to piece together your keto plan off of social media. But there's all these little things that unless you sit down with me, you're never going to be able to figure out.
Yeah.
And everyone's different. Everyone has a unique history and a unique medical story.
Right.
And it's really important that those things are taken into consideration for it to work.
Yes.
And just to be medically responsible.
Yes.
So I'm glad that we met.
Me too.
And that you're doing, I know you're going to do great, especially because you're so diligent. Like, you're just over the top diligent about it. So I just don't see how, with the tweaks we made, you could fail on this. And I look forward to you keeping in touch with me.
Me too.
Over direct message.
Yes.
And just letting me know your ongoing success.
Thank you.